Hi, good evening. Welcome back to Sports Today. I'm Rajesh Gupta, and the toss has taken place at the Eden Gardens for the third and the final T20I between India and New Zealand. And guess what? Rohit Sharma has won the toss again and decided India will bat first. That's the only difference in decision making for Rohit Sharma in the series, which India has already taken an invincible lead in India, leading 2-0, of course. This third and final T20, India would want to finish this off in style as well and complete a clean sweep over New Zealand. So India batting first after opting to field in Jaipur and Ranchi following victory at the toss. For two changes then for India, of course, KL Rahul and R. Ashwin have been rested and in come Ishan Kishan and Yuzvendra Chahal. Ishan Kishan will, of course, bat alongside Rohit Sharma as the two openers, and it'll be good to see Yuzvendra Chahal back. There was a bit of a stir around his exclusion from the T20 World Cup squad. Remember, Rahul Chahar was preferred, and the logic was that they wanted a leg spinner who could bowl with a little more pace than Yuzvendra Chahal. Good to see Chahal back. And here's the playing 11 then for India. Before that, of course, one change for New Zealand. Tim Southee, who was named the captain in Kane Williamson's absence, has been rested, and Lockie Ferguson is back, which means Mitchell Santner is leading the team for New Zealand. And here are the playing 11s then for India and New Zealand. Ishan Kishan and Rohit Sharma, like I said, the two openers. Surya Kumar Yadav, Shreyas Iyer, Rishabh Pant and Venkatesh Iyer, Aksar Patel, Deepak Chahar, Yuzvendra Chahal, Harshal Patel, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar. That's the playing 11 for India. And for New Zealand, it's Martin Guptill, Daryl Mitchell, Mark Chapman, Glenn Phillips, Tim Seifert, Jamie Nisham, Mitchell Santner, who's leading today, Adam Milne, Ish Sodhi, Trent Bolt, and Lockie Ferguson, who comes in for Tim Southey. Those are the two teams, and it'll be also interesting to see how India finish off these games. Obviously, they're setting a total tonight. In the first game, there was a bit of a stutter. In the second game, again, chasing about 154, there was a bit of a collapse. Rohit and KL Rahul getting dismissed early after that mammoth opening partnership. You'd want to see the likes of Rishabh Pant closing games for India consistently, like the way his mentor and idol MS Dhoni did for so many years. And that is, in fact, what Rishabh Pant said um, before the start of the game. He says he wants to finish off games now. Speaking on the for the host broadcasters, he did mention that everybody's thinking of area where they can improve on after all the Indian players are thinking on the grey areas where they can improve. And Rishabh, after the early exit from the T20 World Cup, and Rishabh Pant says he wants to do what the team wants him to do. And this is exactly what he said. And I quote: "As a cricketer, as a kid, you strive to play and do this for your country. I can't complain. Yes, there is workload, but the team management has given me off for the tests. Hopefully, I can recover and do well in South Africa." And this is, you'd want to see, this is obviously, since India have been chasing the last two games, it'll be interesting to see um, how things work out for the batsman. What sort of start does Ishan Kishan give alongside Rohit Sharma? How does Rishabh Pant do with the bat? Where will he bat, of course? Um, Surya Kumar Yadav, can he continue his fine form? He scored a match-winning half century in the first game and didn't get too many in the second, but you'd want to see the likes of Shreyas Iyer as well. Venkatesh Iyer, will you see him up the order? Can he come in and tonk a few? And Yuzvendra Chahal, what sort of a comeback can he make as he returns to the Indian playing 11 in the T20 format at the Eden Gardens against New Zealand, who, by the way, played that World Cup final, that T20 World Cup final against Australia exactly 1 week ago. Wow, that's the third T20I since. Some schedule is really tough on these professional elite cricketers, right? One match after the other, and you have to be completely at the top of your game as well because you're representing a country. This is huge. This is a huge platform. But of course, that's the toss then. Two changes for India. Ishan Kishan in for KL Rahul, Yuzvendra Chahal in for R. Ashwin. Those two players have been rested, have done the KL Rahul and R. Ashwin have done splendidly well. And of course, one change for New Zealand. Tim Southee out, which means Mitchell Santner is leading New Zealand tonight. And in place of Saudi, back comes Lockie Ferguson. That's all the update I have. Of course, I'll come back to you in a few hours from now at the end of this third and final T20I between India and New Zealand. Just to recap the toss, India skipper Rohit Sharma won the toss and decided to bat first at the Eden Gardens. Thank you so much. Have a very, very safe evening and enjoy your Sunday. And please do come back to Sports Today at the end of this game. Please do subscribe and tell people about us. We'll be very, very happy to do a lot more for you. Thank you.